Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Shabbat AHBAD from GMS YAHAWAH, GMS in Petersburg, Florida. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, by SHAM, YAHAWASHI, by SHAM, Kha, Kadash, double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone who do well. Single honor salutation to all you sincere brothers that's constantly pushing the word truth to sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And I also want to say peace and blessings to all the sincere men, women, and children. It also consists of the body of YAHAWASHI, who are members of the 1/3 as well. And peace and blessings to all the confusion of faces out there in the four corners of the earth. Feel a lot of incense, so like it. But looking at the beginning of this video that you're reviewing right now, you can see there was an Edomite. An Edomite is a so-called white man, woman, and child. Someone who claims to be Caucasian or French or from Spain or from Ukraine, from Moldova, from Romania, from Yugoslavia, from Russia. Anyone who claims to be white. Granted, you have confusion of faces. Some people who look like them, but they really are our people because of their spirit. But nonetheless, though, as you can see, this Edomite, this individual, reached over the counter at this, I want to say Judahite woman. When I say Judahite, I mean so-called Negro woman. All because there wasn't any straws where you will usually go and get your eating utensils, like plastic spoon, plastic forks, coffee straws, soft drink straws, and things of that nature. But he took it upon himself to reach out across the corner and to put hands, I'm gonna just say it, on a woman, so to say. Alright, because you know in a society they say you shouldn't hit a woman, don't put your hands on a woman, whatever. But to give you the background of this video, because this happened in St. Petersburg, Florida, and we are our camp, we are stationed here in St. Petersburg, Florida, downtown St. Pete to be exact. So like basically what happened was, the reason why they didn't have any straws there, because according to the law, they had a law by the St. Petersburg City Council where they had to withdraw the straws out there where you would usually, you know, be able to go and get them. And they said they had a grace period beginning from 2019 all the way to 2020 to when this is supposed to happen. So really the reason why he arguing and having a problem with her is because there weren't any straws. Nonetheless though, she was going according to what the law said. She was abiding by the law, trying to be a law-abiding citizen. But here you go, Esau, your own people create these laws, and now you get upset with her for her doing her job. You know, nonetheless, though, as you saw in the beginning, he did grab her, and she defended herself pretty well. I will say that, you know. But I'm imagining and thinking about, and this, so like by the point, I mean by the way, I mean it's about a point. You can look at this article. Now you want to act funny. You can look at this article on WashingtonPost.com. Alright? All the ads and everything. So you can look at this article on WashingtonPost.com. And when you read the article, it said that for about a good 10, you know, about 10-15 seconds, as you can see, she fighting the dude off. She, you know, she handling her own, so to say. And then all of a sudden, Jake finally want to come up and help her. I mean, for one, this is a devil, man. All right, when I say devil, I mean deceiver, a liar, a scammer, a cheater. Because they tell you the rich only get rich by doing what? Rob, stealing, and cheating. And that's all they ever done in this society. And they use death as well, the sword, to do it. All right, the word devil go back to the word diablos, which means deceiver or slanderer. And that's what they do. But nonetheless, though, she was more aggressive than the men that was around her. And see, this is what really irks me. A lot of these dudes that be so quick. And when I say these dudes, you so-called Negro Latinos and Native American, you be so quick to want to put hands on your brother, to draw a gun, a pistol on your brother, to blow his brains out, all these things like that. But here it is, this is supposed to be your sister. Not even biological, but you know how Jake try to be in the black community. Hey brother, your sister. You see this devil, and come to find out, he's basically a transient. In other words, somebody who's nomadic. Alright, he always moving here and there. He had the audacity to put his hands across the counter and grab her, and y'all over there, man, get your hands off her, man, stop her. But when they come to your brother, you'll be quick to take his life in a heartbeat. Then go smoke a blunt and go to the club. Man, you niggas are weak, man. I'm telling you. I know it goes back to the curses, having the evil eye towards your brother, but then a lot of you be perpetrating. Come on. Off rip, man. Hey, yo, go around the corner and shove him. You know, go back up, yo. What you doing? Probably give him a quick 2-piece or something. Man, y'all over there. Man, she over there dumping on him. Laying the mitts to his face, you know. Now, what I'm saying is this. The Lord said to be carnal minded is death. I understand that. But you're not going to just let somebody just beat up on you or put their hands on you. No, they can say whatever they want. And that's what it even said in one of the article. She even had people throw tantrums, throw things at her. But somebody put their hands on you, that's different. Even your mother, growing up, mother would be like, alright, let's say you got suspended from school. And your mother said, why you got suspended? I got into a fight. What you were fighting for? He put his hands on me. Go in the room. That's all they'll say. You know? But the point why I'm making this video is because you people need to wake up, man. These people have no respect for you. These so-called white men, women, and children. They have no respect for you. They see you as niggas. They see you as slaves. They see you as underlings. They see you as serfs. They see you as nobody. Here it is. You serving him when he should be serving you. Because you are Israelite. Alright? I don't know her. I don't know her from Adam and Eve. But I know she is Israelite nonetheless, though. You know? St. Petersburg, Florida, St. Petersburg, the city of St. Pete. It's the #1 most populated, populous dense city in Florida. Think about it. When I mean populated dense, I'm talking about like you cramming so many people into one small square area, so to say. All right. So nonetheless, there's a lot of people here, you know, and it's like we live in this. People say the South, you know, like in Louisiana, the bottom of the map. The South is the South. The South goes really. The South is like South Carolina, North Carolina. I would just say Mississippi. I'm gonna just say this: Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and you can even throw South Carolina if you want to. Man, them devils didn't want to let you go, man. When they had that war, the Civil War, if I'm not mistaken. Talking about something, the South shall rise again. The only reason why you fought against your own brothers, talking about you Edomites, you pale-faced people, because you know that you will make a 100% profit off of slavery. They wanted to make everyone a slave to the corporation, to the federal government, which they made you as well. But nonetheless, though, who shall rise Jacob up, man? Nobody respects or honor you, man. Nobody looks at you and deem you as a human being. Even in the Constitution, they deemed us at first 3/5 of a man or of a human being. And then even to this day, you know, they'll say, oh, you know, we took that out, we changed that. But the simple fact that the leaders of this society back then had that thought process. Man, once they've taken your mind, the body will follow. And that's what they've done to our people. They've taken their mind and now they just follow after any and everything the so-called white man, woman, and child tell them. They believe in it, man. You know? But nonetheless, though, let me go into some scriptures real quick. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, gather yourselves together, ye gather, just like it, ye gather together, O nation, not desire. No one desires us, man. What I mean desire us, in other words, to look at us as equal to them, okay, to treat us fairly. Now, do they desire us? Yes, they do. When? Well, when it comes to recruiting for a football team, a basketball team, the next greatest singer or actor or dancer, you know, or even when it comes to our women being harlots. Another word for harlots is hoes and sluts, or even for their women to come and, you know, deal with that Yasharala, deal with a real man, so to say. Because even in the book called Nature Knows No Color Line, they said it was a blessing to wake up to a dark-skinned man. During sitting in that book, that that women don't say they're like a tall, pale man. Tall, pale, handsome. They say they want a man that's tall, dark, and handsome. But we're not desired. Why? Because of the curses, and because these other nations, when I say the other nations, these so-called white people, Edomites, so-called Chinese people, Moabites, so-called Ammonites, so-called Chinese people, Japanese people, Ammonites, Salaki, so-called Africans, because we're not African, we're Israelites, so-called Hamites, they don't desire to look down on you. Come on, when the last time you actually saw a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American owning convenience stores within a 1 mile radius? Or owning a department store, owning a grocery store, or hell, even having a representative representing us, whether you're so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, at a G20 summit in international affairs. Are you freaking kidding me? You need to wake up, man. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass at the chafe, before the fierce anger of the Lord, which is YAHAWAH, by YAHAWASHI, come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. So the Lord's telling you, man, no one desires you, so you need to come back to me. So when you ask yourself, why are we in this predicament? Because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandment. We are the people of the Bible. The Bible was created for the so-called Negro, Latino American, Native American, and the confusion of faces, because we are the only ones who fit the curses in the Bible. No one else fit those curses, so what make you think you're going to get the blessings? Alright, in Deuteronomy chapter 28 tells you about those curses. But nonetheless, though, I'm going to prove that point later on in the video, which I'm not going to make too long. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart. That doesn't mean you physically go get you a boarding pass to a plane, or you get you a passport. That means come out of this society. Don't be spiritually and mentally and emotionally connected to society. Yes, you physically still here. Of course, you're living in your body, but you have to pull from it and understand what your true heritage is. For this is not your rest. This is not the rest of our people. Our rest is going to be in the kingdom of heaven, ruling over all the nations in the land of Israel, which is our land. Because it is polluted. America is a very polluted place, and America is also known as Babylon. Alright, and the mystery whore Babylon that rides upon the beast has the golden cup filled with all kind of abomination. You can see that here in America. Drugs, homosexuality, pornography, violence. It's just Satanism. You know, you even have individuals that I believe it's in Detroit, that have a satanic temple. Okay, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. And you can see what happened to our people in hardcore bondage. Now let me pull this point real quick, and I'm gonna branch off. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Was not she serving him? Right? And matter of fact, we are princes of the power. Israelites. Israel means Yasharallah. Yah means he, Shar means prince, Allah meaning power. So all of our women will become princesses. There's no queens. They'll become princesses, because the word Sarah means princess, and that was the wife of Abraham. Hello. Which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger and thirst. We don't own any natural water. We don't own any natural sources of water. We don't own any land when it comes to distributing food and giving clean water. They do. And in nakedness, we don't own any JC Penney's. We don't own any TJ Maxx, City Trends. Okay, we have to go to them for clothing. Even if you want to make your own clothing, they own the natural resources: the wool, the cotton, the linen, and one of all things, your house you stay in, the car, everything. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Now, I went on the internet and I just typed in yoke of iron around the neck. Look at this. Who do you know else in the world that went through this? People like to say, oh, everybody went into slavery. Show me anywhere else in the world. Matter of fact, just go on your internet and type in yoke of iron around in there. I don't see no so-called Chinese man there. I don't see no so-called white man there. I don't see no so-called Japanese man there. I don't see no so-called African there, because we are Israelite. We spread to the four corners of the earth. All right. So who the Lord talking to? You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American. Because this also happened to our Spanish-speaking and Native American brothers too. Look right here. Look at this. Spirit. Look at this. And I'm going to close out with this. To the spirit. Satan just had to present himself. It's all good. I'm going to close out with this precept, man. But what I will try to show you, that it was also a Gadite brother there too. So, where is that? Zechariah chapter 2. Bear with me. I want to say verse 8. If we gonna close out on this. Alright. This is Zechariah chapter 2 verse 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Like I said, America's Babylon. The virgin daughter of Babylon is America. Alright. Verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. Alright. So nonetheless though, the Lord's gonna come back and save us, man. Preferably the 144,000 to 1/3. But the point of the whole video is to go to show you, man, that the so-called white man and the heathens do not respect you Israelites, man. They have no respect for you, you know. But nonetheless, though, call halal YAHAWAH by YAHAWASHI by Rukwakadash. Double honors to my elder apostles. Single honors to all you brothers. Peace and blessings to the sincere men, women, and children that consist of the 1/3. And peace and blessings to the confused in the face of Shalom.